similarities that can be drawn between video games and drugs?
Yeah, in terms of behavior, there are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for most people, video games are something that they enjoy doing. See, video games for this generation today is as common as television was a generation ago. 97% of kids play video games. So it's, you know, all kids, virtually all kids play video games. And for most of them, it's something that they really enjoy, and it's part of their activity diet, along with playing with their friends and running around outside and doing all sorts of other things. For some other kids, however, they become such an attraction that they literally start to take over their lives. So other things start to suffer. So they don't spend as much time playing with their friends. They don't get exercise. They're not doing their homework. They're, you know, and for some people, their behavior starts to look exactly like it would be if they were addicted to a drug. And so that's why you hear the term more and more video game addiction or internet addiction, because for some people it looks just like an addiction. Now there's a lot of controversy around that. Some people say, well, the only thing you can be addicted to is a substance like alcohol or drugs because it changes the brain. Okay. However, some of the early brain research shows that when kids playing video games, some of the same circuits in the brain are activated. So I'm of the belief that video game addiction, no matter what we end up calling it, is something that we're going to have to pay more attention to, because every month I hear from more and more parents, and not just parents, but spouses, who are saying, you know, our marriage is affected by the fact that all my husband does is play video games. Or parents who say, I got a call from a physician about a month ago who said, I don't know what to do. My son has just flunked out of college. And the reason he flunked out of college is because he spent all of his time playing video games, stopped going to class.
Is there some connection between the action that some of them have, the adrenaline rush, the norepinephrine, dopamine, all of those chemicals rushing through your system?
Those are you've been doing your homework, Jim, because those are the chemicals that are involved. See, you know, one of the things that all of the drugs of abuse affect is a chemical in the brain called dopamine. That's one of the ones you mentioned. Dopamine makes us feel good. The more dopamine is flowing, the better I feel. Well, the research shows that video games also produce a dopamine rush. And you know, we have a lot more to learn about this. I don't want to pretend that we've got this all figured out, because we don't. We do know that for some people, video games and the internet become a serious problem. We probably have a lot more to learn about which people are at risk versus which people aren't. So we have a lot more to learn about it, but I'm convinced that it's not something that's a joke.